Hello, this is GrizzlyGames and welcome to a first look at Superflight, a high-score chasing wingsuit flying game that is all about the speed. Developed by GrizzlyGames and released on Steam in November 2017. For disclosure, I received this game for free. GrizzlyGames is a developer that is comprised of 3 students, and their game in Superflight, while simple, does have its merits. At its core, this is an arcade experience that is a high-score chase. You play as a person in a wingsuit, flying across an infinite number of procedurally generated maps, and the game rewards more risky actions with more points, so that the closer you fly to walls or through tunnels and holes, the more points you get. These points are banked once you reach a safe location, and the game seamlessly transitions between different maps through the use of portals. In a day and age where the arcade experience has been greatly diminished, where acclaimed developer Housemarque recently published a statement declaring it dead, although personally I think that it is hyperbolic, Superflight does distill the high-score chase into a highly focused and highly effective experience. This game is all about the speed, and the sensation that you get when zipping around from one crevice to the next is really something else. The game has the most simple and intuitive controls, just steering up, down, left and right, but there is momentum and physics, since the wingsuit can only catch so much air, so a particularly straight and long gliding path may not be the best idea. As you slowly get used to how the character controls, you will slowly begin to see routes open up before your very eyes, as you chart out a path that has you skimming sheer cliff faces only to drop into a tunnel, to burst out the other end, and to circle back around, fly between twin columns, and finally into the portal to the next area. The speed and the feedback from points being accumulated are wonderful, which did keep me playing as I always wanted to get the next big score. I love the look of the game and its visual effects, since the procedurally generated levels are all rather unique, with interesting variety in the color palette. Despite this variation, somehow all of the levels do seem to be pleasing to the eyes, which is probably due to the lighting. Despite these plus points, I do have some minor gripes with the game, but I do find it interesting that the developer does flat out address some of these on the store page. As a small team working on this as a passion project, the developers do not overpromise, but instead say that this is not a huge game, does not have features such as helicopters, guns, a leveling system, a soundtrack, loot boxes, which is cheeky, a story, multiplayer, Twitch integration, character skins, or orcs, but instead sells the game as a small little experience that you can always come back to every once in a while just to chase that high score, all for the price of a coffee, which I think is fantastic marketing. Some of the missing features listed above, such as character skins and music, do hamper the game in my opinion, since personally, I do think that at the minimum, music should be added. Additionally, one suggestion that I have is that we should be able to get extra points for doing tricks in the air, although I don't know if they will be able to program that in. Nevertheless, I really enjoyed my time with Superflight due to the sense of speed. It is simple and to the point, and more importantly, the daredevil actions that you can take feel really satisfying to pull off. Not much more to the game, but definitely a fun little experience here. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.